Okay, we're here, Facebook Live. It's on like Donkey Kong. And I'm here with two very good friends, longtime friends, Lisa McKinzie and Mr. Mike Odo from Lake of the Ozarks, one of my favorite places on the planet. So, guys, what's going on today? How are y'all doing?
I'm doing wonderful. It's so good to see you guys again. The lake, it's sun shining, it's beautiful, and we're ready to rock and roll. 2019 is here.
And so,
I'm so excited, guys, because I just moved over to eXp, and we are rocking it. We are in heaven, loving it.
Love it. And so, so that you guys have an interesting story up. And Mike, you actually was the original OP of the Keller Williams there. And then had sold out, and Lisa, you sold out obviously to move over to eXp, which is a big decision, right? I mean, that's not a small feat to accomplish. So what led to that?
Actually, I'm one of the investors in the Keller Williams Market Center, and Keller Williams has a really great platform, but as we were wanting to grow to that next level, then that perfect fit no longer existed for us. So, and taking a look at what the opportunities that eXp has on a national basis has been the turning point for our decision.
Gotcha. So tell me a little bit about your business and what you saw as far as eXp being able to help you kind of with your vision, because I know you're a big vision girl.
Well, we've got a lot of plans for moving into a lot of different markets. My daughter actually moved to Houston, so we're wanting to tap into the Houston market, and we are, God has given me a vision to do a process for our military, and it's been a long time in the making. And the scalability of that program was something that was very difficult to tackle. And it was hard to do within the parameters that was set for us to function under Keller Williams. That was the initial drive that took me there to begin with, because I've had my own individual brokerage for 20-something years. And so, in order to make that move, it had to have scalability that offered value. And with the online platform that eXp offers, then it allows us to do so much easier on a worldwide basis than what we can do alone. So
right.
I'm excited, guys. It's going to be a great opportunity to change a lot of people's lives.
That's it. That's what it's all about. So when did you join Keller Williams? How long ago was that?
It was 4 years ago.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah. So we had a conversation right about that time, right?
That's right.
And so joining Keller Williams, really the idea was that their platform was going to be able to kind of help you with that vision and accomplishing that. But what you're saying is that it wasn't quite as easy to scale within that platform and the cost structure and everything else. Is that basically what you're saying?
From an economic standpoint, Jay, it was unrealistic. Okay, I mean, the beauty and the initial draw was that there were market centers in every market we wanted to send these guys to. Okay, right. But we had no control over when they would go into different markets to, where we found it fell down was on the local level. Okay, some market centers are great and some aren't. Okay, but with eXp, we're able to maintain that structure of accountability and support. And the main thing is to be able to offer them the support that they need, whether they go on a team or whether they're an individual agent, having that support structure in place where we can touch them, feel them, support them, communicate with them, and allow them to learn from the masters of this business, such as yourself, is beyond the expectations of anybody. It's great.
I love it. So everybody understands what you're doing, because I think this is number one is brilliant, and it might expand people's thinking about the business, right? I mean, I think what you had a grand vision and looking into Keller Williams, to help kind of execute that. I see where it fell up short. and how eXp solves that with their platform. But explain who are your clientele and how you're serving the military and kind of what your passion and vision is around that, just so everybody understands what it is that you're doing.
Well, as every great opportunity comes down the pike, God usually creates it with a thought. It has to come from somewhere to begin with. Mm-hmm. And I have a lot of family that's been involved with the military and served all over. And I think that after being in the business for so long, you reach a point in your career where it's time to give back. Okay. It's time to create a better life for others. And my passion was for those in our military and for our public, our firemen, our police officers, whoever that serve us as a country. And if we can open up, real estate changed my life. It has been such a blessing for me. And it's a very difficult entry position. It's easy to get in, but it's hard to survive. Okay. Right. So if we can open the opportunity for them, get them, because they're finding when they're coming out, Jay and Mike, that they're just, okay, you're done. Thanks for your service. You're finished now. So if we can open that structure for them and allow them to take advantage of creating a lifetime of freedom financially, it'll change the world for their families. Mm-hmm. And if it changes the world for their families, we've created something very worthwhile to do. And if we can take these guys when they're coming in, give them the support, let them get their license, they can go anywhere in the world they want to be. And right. We can still touch them. We can still support them. We can communicate with them. If they have a problem, they can reach out to us, whether it's, I don't know what to do in this situation, or, hey, I just need a friend to talk to. This is hard. I want to know how you make it. Then we can touch them with that. And right. If you can touch them with that, we can help them through. And if we can help them, guys, changing their world in the financial arena changes not just their lives, but their kids' lives and their kids after them. It's worth doing.
Right. Absolutely. And, so I come from a military market, Fort Sill, Lawton, Oklahoma. And so I'm very familiar with that. And, some of the best agents I had were some, retired military folks that had joined the team and whatnot. And they're disciplined and they just need to know what to do. And if you give them the right training and the right infrastructure, they can go really far. So definitely it's a brilliant idea. I think it's obviously coming from the right place. So tell me about this, Lisa. So, when did you first look at eXp, and then how long did it take you to really look at eXp and then kind of, then making that commitment? What was that timeline like?
Well, from the time that we actually started the conversation, it has taken me a little bit of time because I finally had to make a decision to just move my license and get it done, but I still haven't been paid out of my market center. I'm still actually an owner and investor in that market center there. Right. But I had to make a hard decision either to wait, and it's been months and months I've been waiting already, but if otherwise I'm missing the opportunity. I have to go where God leads me. And if it costs me whatever investment that I had there that I've been still waiting to be paid on, then that's the way it is. But sometimes you have to make a decision to move forward, and that's what I did. Awesome.
Love it. So, Mr. Odo, anything to add?
Yeah, for sure. So full disclosure, I was the initiating person who put together the original, and my position was going to be the OP, but I didn't end up being the OP. Someone else did, because that's kind of by design the way their model works. And I was telling Jay a little bit of the backstory. I kind of got left hanging by John Davis, and so I went another direction, and then they picked up with the original investors that I had. And I think the OP is somebody from Branson. I think is the guy that took up that mantle and finished the deal. So I wanted to disclose that. But most importantly, Lisa, you and I had talked about this, and we've been friends for a long time. We talked about a lot of stuff. And I remember specifically when I mentioned it to you, it was at lunch at Baxter's. And it was before I really knew anything about it. But I was like, you know what, you ought to check this out. And it's a little premature to talk about it, but whenever, it becomes time, maybe take a harder look at it. that was the summer. Was that last summer or the summer before? It seems like it was a while.
It has been a while. Yeah.
Yeah. And so the thing that I thought was interesting was, even if you don't do anything, like even if you don't have a really, high kind of a goal like Lisa laid out, just doing what you do makes more money for you as an agent. Because if you recruit for a team, if those people leave, which inevitably some of them do, they'll probably still stay within the system, so you'll get revenue from that. I think the stock is important. I don't know what kind of led you to your decision, other than the bottlenecks that you had in kind of that bigger vision. But I feel like maybe talking about that would be worth mentioning. And also I feel like eXp is a bit of a sleeping giant at the lake, because most people have the wrong understanding of it. They think it's like a franchise, and they think it's one office, because there was one office that had flipped over originally. And when I talked to some of my friends up there, yeah, they still kind of have a misunderstanding on those things.
Good point.
The the vision at Lake of the Ozarks as well, not just at Lake of the Ozarks, but Columbia, mid-Missouri in general, is an amazing opportunity for agents that just want to move their business. And I was the #1 producing agent last year at Keller Williams. And, I was hesitant to make that leap of faith. But from looking at the opportunity that I had, I just wanted to move forward, because I felt that from a financial position, I would be so much better off as an agent as well. So, at some point I just said, okay, I'm tired of waiting. We're just going to go. We're going to take that leap of faith and just get it done. I waited a year and we never progressed forward. So I just decided 2019, we're just going to do it. We're going to get it done. And I'm so excited, guys. I'm so glad I did.
Is it so as far as like the onboarding process and kind of getting started, what's been something that you have experienced, maybe either good or bad, that you didn't know you were going to experience as coming on board? Anything that you learned after the fact that was kind of surprising, or that you liked or didn't like?
Onboarding with eXp?
Yeah.
Probably the biggest challenge I had was moving my entire staff over, because we had to do it in stages, and understanding, who the state broker was, because it's different. Here we were normally used to having a local broker where we could touch them and feel them, and making that mindset transition was one that, we had to take a look at. But after, we have understood, the platform is amazing.
Right.
The eXp platform is amazing. And the tools that they use are just, Keller Williams is a technology company, but, and I'm sure they're doing a lot of amazing things coming down the pike. But guys, I got to tell you, the platform the eXp is designed has been just kicking. And Market Maker, it has been wonderful for us, Michael. I love you.
Right. The baddest system in the land. No doubt.
Absolutely. It works, guys. It works.
So Lisa, what if there was one or two things, obviously, there's, in every one of these conversations, there's always something that, there's a really good fit. Like your situation, it's like a no-brainer, obviously, to be at eXp, just because of the platform and what it's going to allow you to accomplish with your vision. But what else was, a really, big contributing factor as you looked at this company? And obviously it's been around a while. It's been around 10 years, but it's really been growing the last year or two. What's, any hesitations that you had as far as the company or anything like that?
I have to be honest with you, Jay. I have to just have full disclosure here. The pivotal decision for me to come and take my business to this place was the fact that you went to eXp.
I appreciate that.
I had a conversation, and you were Keller Williams' biggest competition, believe it or not, from a perception point. And your company, you've been in the business, Jay, you've done amazing things. I'm so proud of you. I really am. And then I thought, well, dang, if Jay's done it, I better stop and look. And when you jumped over, I said, okay, I'm in. If he's going, I'm going with him.
That's awesome. I really appreciate that. That you're too kind for sure. So anything,
no wonder it was so easy for her to knock her over. I just mentioned it. She was like,
So anything else you want to leave people with? Obviously, anybody that's watching this, you should reach out to Lisa or Mike Odo and have a conversation. Obviously, we would keep that private. If you want to know more about eXp and how it can help serve your business. But anything that you would want to leave everybody with here this beautiful Friday afternoon, as far as the thought about coming over and joining us?
Don't wait. Just don't wait. If I had it to do over again, I wouldn't have waited as long as I did. Just don't wait. Jump in.
Yeah.
Go for it. Do what inspires you. Don't wait.
I love it. I'm so glad that we're in business together, and I'm looking forward to a fantastic 2019 and forever at this company. So any last words, guys?
Guys, I've been in this business a long time. This is my last journey, and I want to make a difference while I'm here, and I hope that God blesses all of us this year in doing that.
I believe that he will. Thank you so much, guys, and we'll be talking again soon.
All right. Take care, guys.
Yeah.
Bye.